Hi, my name is Hassan Abdullah. I've been in this area since 1996. We bought our house on Club Row. We opened a restaurant, Trois garcons, in 2000, and then we opened a bar about 4 years later, lounge level, and then opened this shop about 3 years ago. So we've been in this area for quite a while. I've seen the transformation, basically. Shoreditch has really become more gentrified, I suppose, but I think the danger is that it's all going to end up going the usual high street way with London. Property prices go up, all the young fun people get pushed out because they can't afford to be here, all the big names. I mean, you can see what's happening on Great Eastern Street already. There's Pod, there's Pret a Manger, there is Eat, there is all this stuff. So I think it's really down to the consumers because they are really rubbish at choosing who they support. They don't obviously support the local small businesses, like so all the butchers, all the grocers have all gone, and Tesco's is what's in place. And I think that's sad. But then it's down to the public. If they don't go to these places, that wouldn't happen, And then landlords become greedy, estate agents are greedy, they kind of, hype up this area, for instance, saying that Prada's moving in and all that people, who else is moving in, Christian Louboutin, and none of that's happening just to jack up the price. The landlords fall into that trap and then jack up the prices, and then all the interesting people, galleries and so on, can't survive, and they leave the area. Then you get office shoes, you get Top Man, all these people, which is really boring. They should really belong in Oxford Street, but instead they're here. And I think it's really sad because I moved to this area because I got bored of Notting Hill. Notting Hill became another high street. You have people like Joseph and Jigsaw and all that moving there, and I was like, I don't want to be there. I lived there for 10 years when it was fun, and then I moved here, and now the same thing is happening, and it's like, where else do you go to, So I think it's sad, and I think it's partly the local residents are to be blamed, or because they support all the big names and the chains, basically. I think the Olympics is a big hype, to be honest with you. I mean, it's a matter of 4 weeks or whatever it is. With the Paralympics, it's just another 2 more months. All the infrastructure, they planted a few trees, doing the Olympic lanes and so on. But I don't see how, in the long term, it's going to help. If they did things that would last after the Olympics, fine. But in a lot of the stadiums, I mean, I'm not completely aware of it. But for instance, I'm leaving when it's happening because it's making life difficult for everyone, for the general public, because they can't travel anywhere. And we can't get deliveries, so on. They want to deliver at 3 o'clock in the morning. So we're all being put out by it, and then the VIPs are the ones who are going to get all the access, being able to move around as they wish because they get police escorts. But us, general public, we're going to suffer, and I don't want to be around, basically. And then our business is doing well without the Olympics. I don't really think it's going to help us or change anything. Plus the Olympics, people who come here, they probably just want to go and see the games, and they probably also spend a lot of money on hotels and everything. They probably don't want to spend a lot of money going to restaurants and so on. So I don't see how that's going to improve the economy. The people who are going to it be beneficial for will be the contractors who are building the stadiums and so on. They're the ones who will. But I don't think us will see anything from it, really.